Follow all Moesu news on his website, www.moesu.com, on his Facebook and Instagram page too, for daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moesu. My name is Joel Bong and Moesu YouTube channel is about Yamaha synths, like we have the Modex Plus here today, the Modex and the Montage, Yamaha CP and YC Stage Keyboard 2, and for software you have Audio Modeling Camelot Pro and John Melas software. Of course, you can also shoot me on Moesu Facebook and Instagram, and you have also my website, moesu.com, where you can find information from previous Motif series from the Motif ES website, start from 2005 and up to the Motif XF series. And you can find also information about sample robot for montage. So you have a lot of tips, information about all of them. If you want to discovering, take in hand or go deeper inside these keyboard synths and softwares, you can ask me for Moesu private masterclass. It's online through Zoom, one by one, and you choose the topic we are going to work together. So for today, video topic is about AD input, and we are going to see what we can do with it, what we must to do with it, what you not done with it, because you can make some mistakes. But before to start, as anyway, if you are not a Moesu follower, click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. And important information for the channel, the super thanks are activate. Super thanks, it's very easy. You go to bottom of the video and you can buy super thanks and post it. And of course, it will help me to improve the channels, like for example, upgrading more in time software that allow me to improve the video quality as examples. So if you like the content I produce and if you want to help me to improve the channel, you can use the super thanks. So what can we do with AD input? You can connect a microphone, as example, if you want to sing by playing your keyboard. You can connect a microphone to record a guitarist which have acoustic guitar or a player of woodwind, as example, why not? You can connect a guitar, electric guitar, of course, electroacoustic, electric guitar, a bass. You can connect one of a synth, why not one of a keyboard, or MP3 player, as example, if on stage you want to have some music before you play on stage, or in the middle when you make a break, or at the end. Yes, you can do it with the AD input, of course. How to connect? Very, very, very important. If you connect MP3 player or one of a synth, one of a keyboard, use of course left and right cables, and it must be these cables. So jack 6.35 unbalanced cables. One, I will say black line here. If you have two, this is balanced and it will not work. You will have some buzz when you connect, things like that, or low levels, depend of the cable. So unbalanced cables always for all. Here for Modex and Modex Plus, all is unbalanced. Input, output, etc. For montage, main output is balanced, but you can use it, of course. It's important to use, but for the input, unbalanced always. So this is for a synth or MP3 player. If you want to connect a microphone, for a microphone, also unbalanced cable. Also, you connect from the jack 6.45 unbalanced like this one. I will go from my head, if you can see the black line. And on the other side, of course, you have what we call the XLR cable. And for the microphone itself, if you connect a microphone, it must be a dynamic microphone. If you have a static microphone, it will not work. You need to buy a phantom power, to supply enough power for your microphone. So if you have a static, buy a little phantom power. It's not so much expensive, less expensive than to buy one of the microphone. If you have this kind of dynamic microphone, like the Shure, as example, this is the old one I have. This is the first one I buy, more than 30 years, always working. Okay, and you can have the button to set on off as you want. Also, we will see this later. So I will connect my microphone because I will use this one, and I just come back just after. So let's come back and start the settings, how to work. The first thing you need to do is to go on Utility here, and on Utility you go to Settings and Audio EO, because AD input is audio, of course. And you have two important settings. If you connect a synth, a keyboard, an MP3 player, you need to set like this line. If you connect a microphone, a guitar, a bass, you set mic for microphone. Easy. But you need to do this before. Be sure to do the good setting, because if you put a microphone with a line level, you will have huge level, too huge, and you can have some problems. Okay? So this is the first thing in the utility settings. So we start the AD input with this button. And perhaps you think, can I set this button on when I power on my Modex Plus, my Modex, or my montage, because it's working the same way? No, you cannot, and I say it's better that no. Like I provide a sound mixing on stage, we are always be careful about when users power on the keyboards, the amplification, the guitars, the pedal board, to protect the system. And if there was a way to do this, and if your microphone have no button to on off too, and if you put here too near the speakers, as soon as you power on, we will have a big Larsen noise. So it's better to have this always off when you start. And it's not very complicated when you power on to press the button. Okay? And if you have the Larsen problem, you can have it too when you press this, but you have the finger on it. So if you are directly you stop immediately, or you raise down the level. Okay? So that's why. And I prefer working this way. So you need to set on, and you need to adjust the gain. This is the entry level of your microphone keyboard. The things you have connected. And here there is a big advantage for montage users, because on montage you have a little red LED that blink if you put the level high. So if you put too much level, you will have some distortion on the sound, so not very good. If you put it too low, you need to, if it's microphone, you need to talk very strong, and you do not keep 2 hours of stage like this, and it can produce. So we need to put the mixer more up, and we have some breath. So you need to find the good level, and you will say, I can find the good level on Modex or Modex Plus because I do not have this level. Check the bonus at the end. I will show you the good way to do this, and it works also for montage user if you want, if you prefer than the little LED. So you can do it also with the ear. If you hear the sound is enough, there is no breath, the sound is clear, you're good. Okay, so we have some settings to adjust, of course. Let's go now on the performance, because all is unified, all is in performance, on the montage, Modex Plus. And on edit, we go on audio in, we are on command audio, and on mixing here. And the first thing you need to do is to set the good input mode, because here I have a microphone. For the example, I took my microphone. Microphone is mono, so I put it on the left. You have two in try, the left and the right. I put it on the left, so I need to set it on the left. If I put on the right, I set on the right. If you put two microphones, because you need one for a guitarist and one for singing, as example, you put left plus R mono, and if you put a keyboard or MP3 player, you set stereo, of course. For me, I let left mono. So I can try, I have the sound. So this is all microphone for instruments, not really for the voice. And you see the difference with this one, which is more for speaking. Here, this is the volume. So this is here, we have the gain, input level, volume is, I will say, output level. The same for the part when you move the shaders, the faders to manage the level of the part. This is the same for the AD, output, I will say. So for me, I know I need to add the gain here because this microphone is more for instruments, but I like this one. This is the first one I buy, so I like it. And I know by experience, I can go to a level of 120. Here you can set the pan, and I will explain an important thing when I go on the last setting with the pan. The dry level is the level for the microphone without FX. Perhaps you need to balance a little bit. Generally, I'll let it like that. It's enough. And you can benefit of the performance system FX, like the variation and the reverb. You can use them directly. As example, here I know on this performance that there is a chorus, so I can add a little bring of chorus to my voice. Like that. You hear, I have a little chorus here. Good level of chorus. No. Or I can add a reverb. And you see, this reverb is not very great for talking and for singing, but we will see the FX management on the second video to do not have a too much huge video because you know I can talk too much. So let's go to the output select. Output select, there is differences from montage and for Modex and Modex Plus. We will see on the first with Modex Plus and Modex. So you have the main left and right. I push my microphone, yes, better, for the sound. So this is the mainly, go through the main output like this. There is no assignable output on Modex and Modex Plus. And you have some USB output. Why USB? Because if you want to record your microphone when you play on a separate track on your DAW, you can. Here. This is very easy. And you say, but the microphone is mono, Joel. Why to stereo? Because for the FX, some FX are simulating stereo. You have some FX that can take mono and improve to say mono input, stereo output. So if you record with FX, especially with FX that provides stereo, use a stereo audio bus. You have 4 separate audio buses. The 5 is the main LR USB. Keep it for the drums. Very important for the drums. And if you want to record on mono, you have on a Modex Plus and Modex, you have 8 separate mono bus. The main LR provide 2 others. If you are on montage, you have 15 stereo bus and 30 mono bus. So very great for montage users, of course. Even for the DAW, remember, if you have seen my previous video for recording on USB stick, generally it's a better way to record without FX because if you put too much reverb when it's recorded and you need to remake. So for the microphone, my advice will be to go to mono and to do not put the FX and add the FX on the DAW if you record on DAW. If you record on USB stick, of course, you set main LR. And you have off. What and why off? Because you think on my microphone, I have this little button on off. Be careful on stage with this, because sometimes on the mixer we hear the plop plop, the pop of the on off. And when I play with montage on stage, because on montage I can have assignable output, so my microphone go to assignable output to the mixer. The big advantage of the off, but you can do also with the Modix and the Modix Plus, if you go through the main area with your microphone to add chords, as example. One song you know you do not sing, set off like this. You do not have to manage the on-off button of the microphone. You let it on and you manage performance by off like this. But in this case, you need to work on the screen for all the performance you play, of course. So let's come back to the main area. I did not go to the digital. Digital is more for DAW, and I do not want to have a huge video. Okay, and you know I can do. I see some people sometimes say, okay, like there is no assignable output, I put the microphone fully on the left or on the right, as you want. And all the parts, I go to the pan and I edit always on the right. Like this, I have one way for the mixer, for the microphone, one way for the parts, for the microphone. You think this is a good trick for sound engineer on stage? I would say no. No, because you use the FX, and remember, some FX go on stereo. So you have that we have the cue of the FX stereo going from the two. So very, very bad idea. When I play with Modix on stage, I put my microphone for the chords on the mixer directly, and I manage with the mixer FX. If I want to use the vocoder, I have the microphone connected, and the vocoder must go to the main area. So that's fine. Like this, do not do this kind of trick. I would say not good. It's very, very bad idea to do this. And if you want to come back to 0, just double press, and here we have. And no, I think I have said all what you need to know about using 80 input. Let's go to the bonus. And for the bonus, I have said to you that, especially for Modix Plus and Modix user, you do not have the little LED that blink in red if you have too much gain, especially with guitars and bass, where the level is more up than the microphone or depend from the microphone type too. So how to set the good gain? Not really the gain, but it can help. Let's go to mixing view, and on mixing view you have the 80 here. See, this is the 120 level I have set for the output, but of course this is the output you will see. But if you have too much gain, you will see the level is too high, and you will hear there is some problem. But it can help you. Like this, it can help you to see where you are on the level, if you are good. And here too, you can manage also the FX if you need to adjust. So this is the first screen. But if you have seen my huge video about recording on a USB stick, you have seen one of the view. Remember, you can record on a USB stick the 80 input. See the video to understand how to do this. So if I go and play rec audio here, I have this nice level view, and here you can really see the level you have. Of course, here I talk. If I sing, I have more level, so if I sing, I will not. Perhaps I will manage my gain like this, so you hear. And you can see also if this is output level. This is not the gain, but it can help you to see and manage where you are on the view for the level. So it can help. That's a good trick. This is video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you find it interesting. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. It's very important for me to know that you like the content I provide, and I say really I, because monsieur, it's me. I am alone. There is no other people that help me to make the video, the post on Facebook, Instagram, the website, subtitles. I do all. So if you like the video, please click on the blue thumb. If you do not like, This is your test. No problem for me for this. And you have the super thanks if you really like what I produce and the learning step I give to you. You can thank me with a super thanks. Do not hesitate to use it to thanks in advance about this if you're down. And if you want a masterclass, you have all information on video ending. You have all information about the channel, the site, on video description. Read the video description too, it's important. And I will see you for one of them with your video very soon about 80 input and FX management. See you soon. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moesu Master Class now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moesu expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist for nearly 20 years, and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team and host of the Camelot Pro sessions for audio modeling, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro.
Book your session from the Moesu Facebook page. Use slots available in the service tab, or by email, moesu@orange.fr. This service is available in French and English, only for users who live in European Union. Camelot Pro 1-to-1 Masterclass are available for users all over the world through audio modeling platform. Thank you for watching this Moesu video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon. Bye.